Hey guys, we're back. We are live. Hopefully this is going to comply tonight. Happy Monday, guys. Hope you're doing well. We'll see how things go. Had a last minute glitch with the YouTube server there, but it seems to have cleared up just fine, so I think we're good. Do me a favor, guys, let me know in the chat how things are coming across before I continue. Make sure we've got audio and video. And looks like we're getting messages already, so I think we're going to be in good shape, guys. Hope your Monday is treating you well. Mine actually went really well today. It's been a good day, actually. I got a lot done in the day job. Some things complied really well. A lot of tech issues solved, so that's the name of the game. Pretty happy about that. And looks like we're still waiting for the chat to catch up. Looks like we've got definitely going to be some lag tonight by the looks of it. Looks like probably 30-40 seconds of lag. I'm showing that I am streaming good frames per second. Guys, let me know in the comments if we are coming through. There was some back and forth. It looked like there was some concern over the feed, but YouTube says we're good. In the meantime, while I wait for that, I'm going to go ahead and set some stuff up, and we'll get some of the pre-made content going with any luck. We'll see how that goes. Still an awful lot. No comments. There we go. Tom says we've got video now. And hey guys, I am glad you guys could join me. I should switch these monitors up so I'm not always looking off frame. But we've got Thurk, we've got Jay, we've got Tom, we've got Glitch. Morwick's here. Morwick, hey buddy. He says, Eric, I feel like Eric group eat now. Awesome. And someone messaged the Electric Imp and said they're going to get a cup of tea. Guys, the link for this is down below. This is the Electric Imp, the Nokia 5110 with the Wi-Fi module. You can send IMs to that. I will get them, but normally we tend to crash this thing every week, pretty much. We've overloaded it more than a few times now, but hey, you can send messages on that at the link below if you want. If the chat doesn't get through for whatever reason. And I'm just gonna, there we go. I found another phantom YouTube window that was trying to play back. Hopefully, actually I would have heard that audio, so I must have had it muted at least. Tom said he's hearing two audios, and he said he thinks it's okay. Oh yeah, he must have had another window open. Oh, it was David just going to grab a cup of tea. Don't start without me, he says. David Watts is here. Guys, we got all kinds of people here. And Imp Gone Wild from Joseph. Yeah, the Imp goes wild every week, guys. Guys, I'm glad you could make it here for another Monday night broadcast. Hey, I even brought the homebrew this week. So we finally got some age on this. This is the state. Let's see if we can show that. That's the state of the homebrew this week. It's a 2-can ale that I made, just 2 kits. First sip tonight, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Who says things have got to be confined to tech and electronics? We can make beer too, guys. Lots of fun. Let's see who else we got in the chat. I'm going to try and keep up with the chat as best I can tonight, guys, but the last few weeks it has been a challenge. There's an awful lot going on. Some really cool stuff usually. Guys are sharing stuff back and forth, asking questions, and in all honesty, most of the time I don't need to answer them because the guys in the chat, a great group of people we've got here, usually get things done, solve problems, technical issues, stuff like that. And yep, thank you whoever posted how many we've got watching. We've got 14 people in here. Appreciate that. And looks like, let's see, what do we got here? Team Stellarum. Hi, glad to be at another Tech Talk. I'm Airwalk Gaming, aka the other Eric from a few talks ago. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I do remember Eric. Another name. I'm going to try and remember your handle now. But good to have you here. And Glitch said, hey Eric, just tweeted you a picture of a 3D printed prop I'm working on if you want to toss that in the stream tonight. Yeah, I'll give that a try, Glitch. DJ Redder is here. Hey DJ. And Gregor is here as well. Hey Gregor. Jeez, we got a heck of a crew here tonight, guys. A lot of fun. This is the highlight of my week, guys. I love hanging out with you guys. I was looking forward to this. I was under the weather most of last week. I had a pretty crappy week. And I was just itching to get better, and hopefully I was really concerned that I'd still be a little down for the count tonight, but finally coming around, things are looking up. It's not bad for a Monday, actually, but yeah. So Glitch says in the chat, I'll probably be making another prop similar, but making a video of the process if everything goes as planned. Good stuff, Glitch. I like videos. I'm a big fan. Morwick says, nice color. Don't know what that's about, buddy. Did get your message on the tacos last night. Morwick's always messaging about tacos and gives me the biggest craving for tacos, which I can't get in my area. Anyway, lots of hellos going on in the chat. Marvin Stewart is here. Marvin is here from Jamaica. Hey, Marvin. Good to have you here from Jamaica. One of my favorite places in the entire world. When the last 2 times I've been there, when I got off the plane both times, they said welcome home, and they meant it, and I felt at home. Being a Canadian, Jamaica's not that far off of Canuck land for our falling under the British monarchy. So amazing country you've got. Anyway, I'll stop digressing. Cheers to Jamaica. We got all kinds of stuff going on. I'm not going to keep up with the chat tonight, guys. It's not going to happen. I'm going to try, though. Lots of stuff going on in there. So if I miss your comments in the chat or miss a question, please just post it again. Don't be shy. Let's have a look and see what we got here, guys. This is what... Oh, nice color on the beer. Thanks. Handy thing about having the imp, I get filled in on what I've missed, and because of the lag tonight, guys, it's tough for me to understand where we are in the chat versus where I am, because there is a significant lag to YouTube tonight. I gauged it at pretty much a minute earlier, so yeah, what are you gonna do? The imp is instant, but then again, you guys are a minute behind me. Guys, let's see. As usual, all night long, we will do viewer questions. Don't be shy with them. Throw them out. The guys in the chat, myself, we will try and get back to you. If we don't, throw them out again. We're going to cover some tech news tonight, guys. We're going to cover some stuff on 3D printing. And we're going to cover some stuff from the community. This is the community of makers, YouTubers, you name it. Everything goes here, guys. We're going to do a quick video of the week. And we're going to do some stuff from the shop. Somebody just put on the Bobby's Bitcoin beer. Very cool. We're going to do a sneak peek of some stuff coming up on the channel for the community here, guys. And we're going to do a tech tip of the week. And I think we're going to try and make some time for some viewer calls via Skype. I'd love to hear what you guys are making. Each week we try and make some time for some audio call-ins on Skype. The username is right up there above me, scrolling across. Feel free to add me on Skype, and you can call in when we get to that point later in the broadcast, guys. And I'm just gonna scoot back and see what see if I can catch up on a little bit in the chat, but I'm not gonna be able to keep up, guys. So hopefully we don't have any problems in the chat. I doubt we will. If we do have any problems, hit me up on the imp. I didn't set a mod tonight. So many people in the chat tonight. Absolutely. Dirk's here. Greets from Germany, Proxy Works. Hey Dirk, good to have you. And Rui said, hi David, I'm looking forward to your chess project. Actually, I'm looking forward to David's chess project too. He reached out to me about some correspondence chess, and I'm all in for that. Totally cool stuff. What do we got? Anyone download the... Oh, geez, I'm not going to keep up. Comms Prepper is here. Hey, Comms Prepper, good to have you here. Guys, Comms Prepper and several of the other people, David, Tom, a bunch of people in the chat here are fellow YouTube content creators. Hover over their names and you will be able to see their channels. I highly recommend anyone's in here. Comms Prepper said, Eric, I finally set up a few routers with the HSM Mesh 3 routers and posted a video on it. I saw that video, and we will actually have a link to that video in a little bit. Let's see. Jeff Barr says, I'm making smoke with a poorly designed circuit. Yep, we all do that once in a while. And Morwick says, nice, Jeff. It's fun to let the smoke out of things. I'll be honest, guys. I don't know where it is. I think I got mad and tossed it, but I let the smoke out Arduino last night. And that's my second Arduino that I've killed by accident. I've killed a couple on purpose, just to get even. But yeah, with the Pro Micros. Anyway, Thurk's having some problems with his new Raspberry Pi. Guys, hopefully you can help him out. Jeff Barr says, props to Comms Prepper. Absolutely. And Bobby's even here. Made it. Hello, guys. Hey, Bobby. Good to see you, buddy. Jeez, I'm not going to keep up with you guys tonight. We got a full cast and crew tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go. What else we got? Last week recap, really quick, we talked about a whole bunch of tech stuff, and it was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of chat, and the video got a lot of views after the broadcast. So I have to say thanks, guys. It was a blast. I won't say any more about it. Something that happened this week, our little community crossed 6,000 subscribers this week. Pretty cool. We crossed 750,000 views not that long ago. Guys, thanks. Thanks for sharing all your stuff. It's just not this channel. It's all you guys. I firmly believe it's community, guys. It's a lot of fun. We got some tech news, and before I get to that, the imp's going crazy here. Thankfully, someone's nicely updating me with how many people are watching. That's cool. What have we got? Comms Prepper said factory packed smoke. Yeah, I let the factory packed smoke out of things too. Team Stellarum says, have you ever considered using Twitch? It might help with the lag on YouTube. Yeah, actually Twitch isn't that, well, it's a little bit better, but I would like to keep it here on YouTube because the videos go directly to my YouTube channel. The chat is supported. The analytics are there. They'll get through it. It's the lag is a minor thing. It only matters if I'm following the comments very, very quickly. If I would just wait 30-40 seconds before reading comments, no one would ever be the wiser. So yeah, it's not a big deal. Jay said the imp gone wild. Yeah. Jay, thanks, Jay. This electric imp is actually pretty handy because it actually flashes at me from right underneath my chin, so I can tell when there's new messages. Anyway, we got some tech news, guys. Let's go. The Discover launch that didn't launch was I tried to watch it live last night, supper time. I even had it playing in the other room. And it didn't happen. They had a radar failure. I don't know whether it launched today. I didn't even follow up on it, guys. Throw it in the chat if you know. Pretty neat SpaceX launch, but yeah, I don't know. Big one this week, guys. Radio Shack goes bankrupt. Well, it's been going on for some time. It's not really new this week, but they published the list of store closures and stuff, and I meant to have some props here, and I didn't. Radio Shack was a big part of me coming up and learning electronics way years ago for one specific reason, and remind me to bring them on the show next time, but I have some books from Radio Shack. Guys, do you remember the little paperback books you used to get? They were about the size of an engineer's notepad, but had all kinds of electronics and 555 timer circuits and stuff in them. I learned a ton from those. Beyond that, I didn't have a whole lot of use for Radio Shack. It was way overpriced for what you got. It did that right to the end. It's sad to see them go, though. End of an era, guys. It's really too bad, but yeah, well, that's what happens when you don't adapt. And nice to see the maker movement. It's a little funny timing because all these people buying electronics and stuff, maybe it could have made a difference, but we would have had to buy a heck of a lot of equipment to save Radio Shack. Guys, I usually keep the wartime politics stuff off this channel, but this last week and a half, it did delve over into our nerdy world. The Collective Anonymous put out an Op ISIS video this week that is worth watching. If you go to the paste bin in the description, what they did is they took over and shut down a whole bunch of Twitter feeds associated potentially with ISIS and other things, and publicly listed them all, as Anonymous usually does. And the list is extensive, and the details are extensive. Guys, I usually keep this stuff off of here, but if the opponents of the world, the nastiness out there usually gets spread by the internet, social media, press, stuff like that, and you get a group that is doing nothing but taking a swath out of that and shutting it down, I think it's highly effective, and that's all I'll say about that. Guys, oh jeez, I can't keep up with all of this. Something interesting this week. Oh, I should note, guys, all of this stuff down, you can link down below and go to the website. There is all of these stories and the future community section. All the videos and stuff are linked to a show notes post on the makeme.org website. So this one was interesting. It was a Bitcoin mining podcast, but it was through TechCrunch, and I hadn't seen it before. I thought it was pretty cool. It was a good podcast. A lot of things have changed with Bitcoin lately, and yeah, it was an interesting watch, and I kind of enjoyed it. There wasn't a whole lot of groundbreaking information, but definitely a good podcast. Thought it was good. And this one was interesting this week. If you're not already subscribed, Air Boyd on YouTube actually published Transforming the Horizon Unmanned Aircraft Systems, UAS. This is not an old video rehash. This is a really new video, and if you're interested in unmanned aerial systems and that sort of thing, there's a really good mini documentary, 24 minutes long, really cool stuff. It's neat to see where things are going. It was a lot about how we can share the airspace with unmanned aircraft with commercial aircraft, and this is going to be a huge problem and also a huge opportunity going forward. This is going to be big business, guys. So I thought it was really cool, really well done. And there we go. Okay, got through the tech news, guys. I'm going to try and catch up with a little bit of the chat. I know I'm a mile behind, guys, because I've been yakking away, but I'll see what I can kind of figure out here. Jeff Barr said Radio Shack just lost touch with its customer needs, became a cell phone store. Totally agreed, Jeff. Absolutely. Morwick said the Slacker Shack goes bye-bye, kind of blows. Yeah, it does kind of blow. It's not so cool, but yeah, it happens. What are you going to do? Commons Prepper said he had to step out for a minute. We'll see him when he gets back. And Morwick said, I learned BASIC on a Trash 80 with those books. Morwick, remind me, I want to bring a couple of those books out and just show them, because I think a lot of people could learn a lot from those things. I wonder if you can still buy them. Lots of war games talks, crazy. Let's see. Jay said, I bought over $100 worth of stuff from Radio Shack the day that was closing. Normally cost over $300. Yeah, no doubt. You probably could get a pile. BMS Web is here. Hey, yet another content creator, a fellow YouTube content creator. Jeez, this is a meeting of the minds of YouTubers and tech nerds and all kinds of stuff. Bobby said, congratulations, 6,000 subs. Yahoo! Thanks, Bobby. You must be playing the video from the beginning. You can fast forward to be live if you want. Either that or that comment got delayed for some reason. RC Flying and Such is here and says, hey to BMS Web. Geez, we got big crew here, guys. Some new names I don't recognize too, guys. Very, very cool. Let's try another sip of the homebrew. Damn, guys, that is good. That is better than what I can buy at my local beer store, I can tell you that. Let's see. We've got a question. Team Slurm, I'm having trouble getting CHDK for my weather balloon. Any tips? I didn't. What kind of problems with CHDK? Getting it? The downloads should be lots out there. Guys, that's the Canon Hackers Development Kit. That's what I use for one of my still camera, my balloon. I should have no problem downloading that. I did have problems with some of the scripts getting them to work, though. But, yeah, I don't know on that one. Post back. All right, let's see what else we got here, guys. I'm not going to keep up on the chat. And blowing up the imp, says Joseph. Yeah, the imp messenger is going nuts down here, guys. Guys, let's pay some bills. Community support. Guys, remember, as always, I appreciate everything you guys do for our community and this channel. Your likes, subscribes, and shares and comments are an incredibly huge help. They are what rank videos. They are what get them exposed. They are what give me the feedback of what you guys like and don't like. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Down below, there is a link to my Patreon campaign. Guys, if you have an extra 5 cents, 10 cents, 50 cents, or $1, you can sponsor me on Patreon and help out the channel with all the future developments and advancements. It just comes out monthly, so you can throw 5 cents in there if you want. Please consider click the link down below if you're interested. It's not mandatory and never will be, but it's truly appreciated. And I thank you guys who have become my patrons there. Really looking forward to doing some collabs with you guys. There are perks to being a patron, and we're going to figure some cool stuff out. Let's see what else we got. Some 3D printing stuff, guys. Guys, you guys know I'm a huge fan of the Nokia 5110 LCDs. I use them in almost every project. Well, linked in the show notes, you're going to find a link to the Thingiverse page where you can download the CAD files for making, if you have a 3D printer, guys, as a bunch of people in here do, you can make these cases for the Nokia 5110. And they slide apart, and they've got room for a ribbon cable. Really great little case. Takes these cell phone displays to the next level. Costs you, I don't know, 3 cents worth of ABS to print them. I haven't used the cases in a lot of projects yet, or at least not the projects you guys have seen. But yeah, really handy. It's linked. There's also 2 or 3 more models on Thingiverse you can download for free and print yourself. So yeah, augments the electronics nicely, I think, guys. All right, what else we got? Let's go quick and see if I can catch up on just a tiny bit of the chat. I probably won't be able to here, guys. It's just, you guys are too quick for me. RC Flying and such at Team Stellarum. Yeah, look up CHDK tutorial on YouTube, especially with the APM trigger setup. Absolutely, thank you for helping him out. Missing the display button, so I can't check the firmware. That's weird. Interesting. RC Flying and such said, can you flash a new firmware for CHDK? Actually, CHDK is a new firmware, but the whole beauty of it is it runs off the SD card and doesn't flash directly to the cam, so you don't actually harm the original firmware. It's one of the beauties of it. Let's see what else we got here, guys. Lots of troubleshooting going on with some Wi-Fi stuff. And what have we got? Glitch says, does anyone know of a cheap thermometer that can read sub minus 100 Fahrenheit temperatures? Nope. No idea. That's getting way down there for a cheap one. You're going to need a not a thermocouple. Thermopile. I keep thinking it's not thermocouple for some reason, because a thermocouple is usually anyway, you're gonna need something pretty specific to go down that far. Lots of information. RC Flying and Such, is the Nokia 5110 LCD screen Arduino compatible? Oh yeah, these I use on almost all my Arduinos. These are SPI communication to them. Really basic. Any microcontroller can use it. Everything uses SPI. No problems. Favorite display ever, guys. I love it. For the money, I actually just bought, I think I bought 5 more last night. I saw a cheap deal on eBay. They were down $2.36 Canadian shipped for the white LED ones. I bought several. Not very often I see them under $3. Guys, some stuff from the community. Let's go. Guys, if you're into flight simulators, and I know some of you are, here's a channel you probably haven't seen. Air Highway is the name. These guys are well, I like to call them friends of mine, fellow YouTube content creators from Quebec, Canada. They fly every week live on VATSIM in their, it's not a 737, it's a 777 and 67 simulator. A really involved sim pit. You can talk to them live. Pretty cool stuff. I think you guys would enjoy it. Leroy posted a video this week I thought was pretty cool, unboxing the Make Block Inventor Kit, which I'm not big on stuff like the mass market stuff, but I like to see when a good kit comes out that might be able to get people in a little easier than breadboarding right off the hop, because not everyone is ready for this. So I thought it was pretty cool. And I think you guys would enjoy it. Again, all of these are linked in the show notes down below on my website. Experimental Airlines, another channel I follow. Some really cool RC stuff. This one was a little bit of a departure. It was about his reconstructed hand. Word of warning, guys, it is graphic. He shows the story on how he overcomes adversity with his reconstructed hand, and it's pretty cool stuff. He goes into a little bit of the medical background and what he's done to cope with it and the surgeries he's had. I thought it was really cool. Just a neat video. I enjoyed it. Guys, Tested is another channel I'm sure some of you subscribe to on YouTube. You would probably know Adam Savage and his crew are the main players in this channel, and this week they did flying the DJI Inspire quadcopter. It was pretty cool to see Adam and the other guys playing with this thing. This is the new kind of high-end consumer grade quadcopter with the articulating landing gear and the whole bit. It's a pretty wild creature of a thing. Really good video. I enjoyed it. David Watts, who I think is still with us, posted an update video. I was looking forward to this, David, and some cool stuff, some projects, and some news from him. Good to see him back in the YouTube limelight. Hope you're getting settled in, and yeah, it was really cool. I think you guys will enjoy that. Guys, this one is a little bit of a tech departure. His name is Chris Pine. He has a channel here on YouTube, and he does mainly woodworking. And although I am not a woodworking type maker, I'm an electronics and metal worker, I do appreciate videos on it, and it's something I'd like to learn a lot about. So I checked out his channel, and I was just thoroughly impressed. Really cool stuff, really down-to-earth guy. And again, his channel is linked in the show notes. Check it out if you're into building anything out of wood, projects, that kind of thing. This is another channel I ran across this week, new to me, the Dopesner 930, again, linked in the show notes. If you're into hacking or modding, gaming, electronics, really cool stuff. Less of the Arduino type stuff and more of the consumer grade electronics and gaming system repairs and modding. Really neat stuff. Really enjoyed the channel. Some really good videos there, and I have yet to get through half of the ones that I marked for watch later. One of these days I'll get to them. Comms Prepper, who I think is still with us too. He put an awesome video. We discussed this a few weeks ago, guys, on the HSMM mesh using the old Linksys routers as radio communication devices. He set up a really cool video showing how you can set up the mesh network to transfer email between the routers. They're actually functioning as amateur radios. Loved seeing this because it's I don't know whether these things would really be classified as e-waste yet, because they really are actually really good routers, but by today's standards they are slipping. Really neat to see another use for them, and these are robust units, so this was really cool to see somebody hack the firmware and use it for another purpose. I love the concept of mesh networks where basically any node can talk to another node. You can't cut the head off the system very easily. It's pretty cool stuff, guys. You'd enjoy this video. Check it out. What else we got? Guys, this one, I don't think I have shared these guys before. You may know Patrick Norton, and I can never remember her name. Post her name in the chat if you remember the co-host. I remember Patrick from being with Leo Laporte and some of the other tech shows. Well, they have a new show of their own. They've branched out into techthing.com. Great YouTube shows. This latest ones have been around half an hour. Really cool stuff. But once a week they put out these half-an-hour episodes on all things tech, PCs and quadcopters and you name it. Really cool show, and it's completely crowdsourced as well. They rely on a Patreon campaign, so it's pretty cool stuff. Ian posted in the makeme.org G Plus community linked below. It was pretty cool stuff. He mentioned after starting with a Heathkit workshop 35, some 40 years ago, he's graduated to Arduino. And the other night he was able to get an Uno up and going and counting on an LED, an 8-segment display. Really cool. I love seeing people getting into the microcontrollers and learning new things. His last comment was, although up to this point I've been lurking, I'd like to say thanks to Eric and the group for your moral support. I think we've been a positive force, guys. And he commented back a little while later and actually blamed me for his obsession with electronics and stuff now. So, guys, I love seeing this stuff. I love seeing people reconnecting with electronics, with how easy it is now and how much more we can do for under a couple of bucks. This is why I do this, guys. I just love it. Check out his post in the G Plus community, and guys will like it. Okay, that's it for the community stuff, guys. Let's see, what are we at for time? We're half an hour in. Let's see if I can get some FaceTime with you guys, do some comments and stuff before we go back to anything pre-made. That was too long being away. I'll scroll back up and see what I can catch up with, but David said, ooh, you embarrass me, Eric. David, you deserve all the props in the world, man. I love your channel. Let's see. What have we got? A lot of stuff on Glitch, still working through the thermostat stuff. Some firmware stuff going on. Glitch says Shannon Morse. Thanks, Glitch. Yes, that is the Tech Thing co-host name, Shannon Morse. They both do a great job on that stuff. Laughing Logic. Adam is here. Good to see you, Adam. Jeff says Shannon isn't hard to geek at. Yeah, absolutely. What else we got? Glitch says, electronics in the tech and the general DIY world, it's both a blessing and a curse. Yeah, it absolutely is. Oh, I buy a lot of electronic stuff, but this stuff is so cheap. It costs nothing. I've got Arduinos laying around. This $2.70 for an Arduino Nano. I don't feel bad about having this stuff. I can do more with this than I could with any electronics component I had for basically the first 20 years of my life. Unbelievable. It is a blessing and a curse, though. It keeps you busy, and problem is there's so many more things to learn, and I just get all distracted and squirrel, and I want to know everything, and I want to know it now. I need a download button. What else we got? David said, pretty cool post from Ian. Absolutely, David. Lots of good stuff on the code and whatnot. Hopefully that dog barking doesn't come through too bad on the audio here. Apparently my neighbors decided to get a really loud dog. Alright, let's see what else we got here, guys. Lots of good chat and stuff. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got a video of the week, guys. This one, it's not new. It was new to me, but I thought the timing was very interesting. Again, this one's linked in the show notes, guys. This one came from the Motherboard channel. It's a pretty big channel. Some of you guys are probably subscribed. Cuba's DIY inventions from the 30 years of isolation. And it's an entire documentary on how people have repurposed and reused things. It's pretty cool stuff. You'll see a bunch of antennas made out of dinner trays and stuff. Guys, I thought this a good timing because with the new relations with the U.S. and Cuba being, well, in my opinion, thawing now, I saw a lot of these crazy inventions and crazy ingenuity when I was there last. I noticed these things as a maker and a hobbyist. You notice silly things about, you recognize components and how they're reused. Really good documentary on it, and I really think we're going to see a lot of this as things thaw. Things are going to change, and the Western world will creep in, and hopefully this ingenuity isn't lost. Hopefully they can really capitalize on it. Who knows, when we start giving them access to these crazy electronics that we can buy due to free trade, who knows what'll happen, but it's pretty cool stuff, guys. I think you'll like that video. As I'll have a quick look here and we'll catch up on the chat. I'm going to open the Skype lines here shortly, guys, in case anyone wants to call in. Tick said, damn, that beer looks yummy. It is awfully yummy, and I'm not really putting a dent in it, but that is extremely tasty. I'm pretty proud of it. It's not an award-winning beer by any stretch. It's just 2 kits, but it's plenty good enough for me. It's better than what I can buy at the beer store here. It came out a little strong, though. A little heavy on the alcohol in that one, but I knew it would be. David said, oh, the dog's just trying to get in on the action. Yeah, he is yabby. What else we got? Oh, lots of code sharing. Guys, this is awesome. Love seeing this in the chat. Looks like we're last message I received on the imp, and thank you for whoever's been updating me. Looks like we got about 21 people watching. Very cool. For some reason my YouTube won't let me see who's watching, or a total number or anything, but I can sure see the comments whizzing by. Can't keep up with them though. Alright, let's go through a couple of things here, guys. Some stuff from the shop. I've got some good news here, guys. After my extended down for the count last week. Guys, I posted a viewer feedback show last week. There won't be one this week. I've decided something this week. I love doing the viewer feedback show. I love doing the live show. I love doing the other shows. But between them all, I was finding that I'm not getting enough project videos out. So I've foregone the viewer feedback show this week in favor of doing some project videos for you guys. And they're already in process, so you'll see those coming up. Last week I did a Lear flight sim video. I finally delivered on the promise, guys. You got a basic flight video. It was well received. Guys, there must be a pile of flight sim enthusiasts still following the channel, because these videos do really well. Lots of comments, lots of feedback and interaction on them. So I guess I'm going to have to do another one. That seemed to be the popular opinion in the comments. Do more. So I will try and do another video. That last one took me forever and took me 3 takes, and actually took a 4th before I got it, and it still wasn't as good as I wanted. So I'll try and do another one soon though, guys. Guys, the Bitcoin miner. I was going to do an update video on this, but instead, let's do it right now. So, as some of you know on the channel, I got one of these RBox 32 Bitcoin miners, an ASIC miner. They're just a really small standalone miner, and just did it for an experiment, guys. Well, let's have a look at some results. There's the Bitcoin miner, and I ran it off of ran it with a Raspberry Pi to keep power consumption to an absolute minimum. I got good hash rate out of it, a little less than it's expected, but not by much. And this is what we got. So it ran 7 days exactly. It ran from last Sunday till yesterday. We turned out 0.00293681 Bitcoins. As of yesterday, the value was 82 cents Canadian dollars. So in 7 days, we turned out 82 cents. Does anybody have any guesses what we used for hydro? I heard a lot of people saying how we would lose and how much we would gain. If anybody has any guesses, throw them in the chat. But now this next slide, I deliberately set the power meter slightly high, but not by much. This is what it cost us, 79.4 cents Canadian in that week. So we is much more than broke even. Guys, that's the Bitcoin mining experiment. I'm not going to shut it down. We broke even. We came out above even. We came out on top. We supported the Bitcoin community. We supported the ledger, and that is pretty cool. Not going to do it for profit. Definitely not going to do it for a loss, but it worked out. So we'll see where it goes. I can take this thing off grid. We can do it for free without hydro, no problem. And look for that in an upcoming video, and we'll see where that goes. We'll see what happens with the difficulty and everything of the mining ecosystem too. So see where we go with it. We've got the hardware. Let's play with it. Thurk said you need an autopilot panel. Actually, Thurk, I have an autopilot panel. I have the Cytec panel down below, and I have a full flight guidance computer for the center of the main instrument panel. It is not built, though. I have a professionally built one-to-one full-scale FGC. It's just not assembled and installed. Maybe I will do that. It's probably not going to be till next winter, though, before I can assemble that. It's a lot of work. It is a very involved panel. Yeah, I definitely do have an autopilot panel. RC Flying and Such says, what is your Skype? The Skype is linked up above in the scrolling thing. And Glitch says 10 cents a kilowatt hour. That's actually what I had that thing programmed for. Morwick asked, did you do the 5K mod on your miner net? Morwick says, did you do the 5K mod on your miner yet? No, I did not. I didn't even know there was such a thing. Let me know on that. Glitch says he's doing stuff on his. Jeff says, run it at 70 hertz and see the money come in faster. Okay, not really. Yeah, exactly. Morwick said that is the only way to mine now off free power. Yeah, absolutely. With the price of hydro and the current difficulty in the systems, yeah. Well, that's why we're doing it as a nifty little experiment. We'll see how it goes. But you absolutely agree. All right. We've got someone keeps updating me on the people in the chat. That is very cool. Thank you. Where am I at? I have to see where we're at here, guys, because I think it's just about time to open the Skype lines here shortly. Let's do one more segment here, guys. Let's do one more. We got a sneak peek coming up. Mailbag video. I do have this taken. I am working on editing it. Some cool stuff came in the mail. I think you guys will enjoy it. The top secret Arduino project. I'm going to split this into two different videos, guys. This is a very large project that I worked on last summer, and its final prototype phase. I was going to take a commercial. I'm going to give it away open source and the code. So the first video, I'm going to show you what it is, In the second video, I'll show you the code because I'm actually a little proud of the code. It's the most work. I built the code from the ground up. It's not good by probably professional standards, but I'm pretty proud of it because it does exactly what I want. So you're going to see a two-part video on this coming up, and I hope you guys find it fun. The high altitude balloon, I got the equipment out and started dusting off the cobwebs, and we've got our payload module out, and I'm looking into the pricing to decide if we can make this happen this year. I have a wedding this year, guys, and I can't go spending as much as what I did last year out of pocket on this project. It is expensive to launch a big ass balloon into space, but I'm gonna try and find a way to make this happen. That's what I'm gonna do. Guys, I got a video coming on the smoke gas sensors. I have the video cut. I just need to edit it, and you'll see that coming up this week, likely. Projects Without Borders. I have some really cool ideas for this, guys. I think some of you do too. This is where I would like to get together and collaborate on some projects and share some knowledge and see what we can put together, guys. All this electronics and stuff we can do now. I'd just love to see where we can take this, but as I mentioned in the previous weeks, I don't want to solve a problem that doesn't exist, so that's going to be the tricky part. All right, guys, let's see what we got here. Guys, I'm going to open the Skype lines here shortly. I'm going to try and catch up on the chat here too. Actually, I'll see if I can get Skype to work here first, and then I'll catch up on the chat. Guys, I'm going to be pretty much focused on the chat, so any questions for me or comments or feedback or cursing or swearing, actually don't curse or swear, but anything you want to direct at me, I am all yours now. No more staring at other screens, I hope. All right, we did get at least one contact request, and we're going to accept that one. Perfect. We're going to do online status to online. We are in good shape. Let's have a look and see what we've got in the chat. See if we can catch up. Looks like I didn't miss a whole lot since last time I was looking at it. And Jeff said, crowdfund that balloon. Yeah, absolutely, Jeff. We discussed this last week. The tricky part's going to be just deciding how we can do that with a reward structure that's going to work for people. People got to get something back, right? But it won't cost a lot to launch that, I don't think. But yeah, it's all cash. Actually, the helium's the worst part. So, all right, I think we're good with the Skype. Glitch said, "Let me know if you need any parts printed for the balloon or anything else." Thanks, Glitch. Absolutely. Yeah, I can definitely 3D print parts too, but I appreciate the help. Definitely will let you know. Glitch said, "If you pay shipping, I'll make the parts for free." Thanks, sir. Let's see. Brandon said, "I have a 600-gram balloon. I live in Brantford." Hey, Brandon. Brandon lives very close to me. That's not very far from me at all. Brandon, I appreciate that. Actually, the problem is we went with a 600-gram last year, and we need to go with 1,000 this time. We tried to push the limits of what the 600 could do, and that's why one of the reasons we undershot our altitude by so much. This time we'll be doing 1,000, but I appreciate that. Thank you for offering that up. I'd love to have you on the team too if you want to come up this way. If you're interested, want to do a balloon chase, come on up. It's not far to go. David said, "I love the Projects Without Borders idea. Discuss a problem with a dude from Médecins Sans Frontières. Medicines Without Borders. About temp monitoring of vaccines." David, absolutely. See, those are the things that's the stuff that I'm looking for, is trying to solve a problem that actually exists, whether it be for the medical staff or the people. I'd love to talk to you more on that, actually. That's totally, because those are exactly what I'm looking for, and this is why I bring it up to you guys. I know this group of people has all kinds of great ideas. Totally cool. What are we throwing in on here? I missed some. Jeff said the reward is watching the thing launch. Very cool. Crowdfund for live feed. Team Stellarum said, should I Skype now? Absolutely. Anyone who wants to call in, please just go ahead and call in. You don't need to wait anymore. Just dial in. I'll juggle back and forth between comments and stuff. We're going to try not to go too much over the hour. We're already at the 50-minute mark, guys, but time does fly. So yeah, call in if you like. Jay said, Eric, did you get the message before on I got the 3D parts in? Yeah, I responded to you both on Skype and here in the chat. Jay, I'm glad you got those parts. Please post some pictures and stuff. And someone says, gonna Skype. Absolutely, please do. And Brandon said we could do a double launch. Absolutely, Brandon. No reason we can't launch at the same time. The Global Space Balloon Challenge that I was part of last year that we didn't make the deadline for, they try and do all the launches on the same day. Poor aircraft pilots. I feel bad for them. Oh, we've got a call coming in. Let's see if we can get this one. G'day, g'day.
Hi. So it's Team Stellarum or Pi, as my username says. Yeah.
What was the last part? Sorry, Team Stellarum or
Pi, because my username, as you can see, is Pi for like 52 digits.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So as you may remember, I'm making a weather balloon. So one of the things I was wondering if you could talk to me about is the heating, because I'm kind of worried about like my GPS tracker not like working on the way up.
Yep.
Yeah, so do you know like where you would put that in relation to it? Like, should I put it at the battery or should I like space it out so it doesn't fry it? Or
the put the heating at the battery? Sorry.
Yeah, should I like put it close to the battery or should I like spread it out?
So are you in an insulated enclosure?
Yeah, I'm going to make a styrofoam thing, and then I'm gonna put that probably closest to the center, so I get that to at least heat up a pretty good amount.
You won't have too much problems. One of the things that I drastically got wrong early on was my estimations of how much I'd require. So you're gonna have cameras within the enclosure facing out as well, like a GoPro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like I actually found like 3 or 4 cameras that I can just send up because I've had them for a while. And it's going to be pretty good.
So anything in video mode, especially the GoPro, kicks off a whack load of heat as well. And if you have a fairly high level of insulation, it doesn't take near as much heating as what you think it will. I tested at the -30 range here on the ground, and I was able to get it pretty close. And at the end of the day, for my enclosure, as you maybe saw in the videos, I used a single hand warmer. With the GoPro and the other camera running. It was plenty enough to keep it toasty warm in there. The tricky part is the bigger concern is not, like, your cameras can go down pretty cold. They'll handle it, but you don't want to overheat. The minute you overheat, your cameras stop. So if you overheat before you get up there, you're screwed. If you overheat at altitude, which is easy to do because there is a lot of thermal bake going on, you're screwed. And if you overheat on the way down, you're screwed. So yeah. Underheat instead of over is all I'll say. It won't take as near. Just do live testing on the ground.
Do you know if there's like any way I could actually like test like sub-degree temperatures though, or should I just kind of test in a freezer or something?
My freezer went to -30, no problem. If you test for -30, you're pretty good.
Okay. Cause like I've seen like in a video they only went up to like 80,000 feet, but it actually got to like -100 degrees Fahrenheit, so I don't know. That's what's worrying me about it.
It's possible, but it's fine if the static temperature is that cold, but you also, like, once you get up above 60, 70,000 feet, you have a lot of energy from the sun baking on your capsule. There is a lot of solar radiation hitting that thing. You can see it in the data. I'm not sure, was it you that I sent the data to just a few days ago?
I don't think so.
Must have been a lot of. I sent the raw data to a few people, and you can actually see it very clearly in the raw data where my external temperature sensor was actually in a fold on the outside of the hab module and began baking in the sun. Once you get up that temperature, the air temperature actually started rising, even though I know it wasn't. It was because of the thermal load from the sun.
Yeah. So do you know, like, if I should put it right by the like right next to the camera, the hand warmer, or should I just like space it out a little bit?
I would do some testing. If you've got a data logger, just do some testing and make sure that you don't just test the camera and make sure it doesn't overheat. That would be my biggest concern. You want to keep things warm. I wouldn't put it right next to the camera no matter what. I'd say that's probably a no-go. Just somewhere close to it. Yeah. I wouldn't worry about the battery either so much. Our flights aren't that long. If the battery gets down that cold that fast inside the module, we got bigger concerns. Just somewhere in the middle. That's what I'd say.
All right. Thanks for your consultants.
No problem.
Okay, I guess I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
Bye. Good stuff, guys. Hopefully that helped out. One of the few things I do know a little bit about, because I did insane amount of testing on that hab module, and I got most things right. I definitely got a few things wrong too, so we'll see on the next launch if I can get them even better. All right, let's see what else we got. What are we doing in the chat here, guys? Brandon asked, what if you have Mylar on the outside? Hey, you can definitely Mylar the outside of your hab module and repel a lot of that solar radiation. Absolutely, but actually it's not a bad thing that you might want a little bit of it. I think we're pretty good. Glitch says, I've had an idea for a rechargeable Peltier-based fridge that uses lithium-ion cells recycled from laptop batteries and a solar charged circuitry for keeping perishable items such as vaccines. Glitch, again, that's right along the lines of these things that I'm thinking about. I've actually, the Peltiers actually, I think, would be very good for vaccines, especially the newer Peltiers that are much lower power consumption. Because if we feed them with solar or any other alternative energy, we can keep things like refrigeration is really, really important for medication. Really interested in that kind of stuff, guys. It's really, really cool stuff. And David said, good luck, Team Stellarum. Am I getting that name right? Team Stellarum. Post up some pref stuff if you have time. Absolutely, I totally agree with David. Please post those up. And Team says, definitely we are planning to subscribe if you want to keep up. And done. I just that for myself. All right, guys, let's see what else we got before we close things down. I don't know what else we've got, to be honest. Let's see. Oh, I remember. We have a tech tip of the week. Guys, the Skype lines are still open. Actually, hold on. Let me move the Skype thing over. For some reason, I think I somehow muted my Skype notifications. I don't know how I did that. I gotta go into the application settings, so unless I can see the thing, I won't get notified if somebody calls in. So if I miss your call, there we go. If I miss your call, please call back. So a tech tip of the week. Guys, this is something I haven't shared before. USB microscopes. So I went on eBay today. You can buy one of these USB 2 megapixel digital microscopes for $17 Canadian, 21 bucks American. Oh, actually, we've got a call coming in. Let's take that. Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Big Eric?
Hey, how's it going today, buddy?
Going good, going good. I unfortunately have some serious news.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I don't like serious. Serious isn't allowed here.
I know, right? So Mr. Hawking, he made this big prediction not to do artificial intelligence, that it's going to go the wrong way.
He's pretty outspoken about his concerns with AI.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, the first AI victim has been identified.
Uh-oh. And it is.
On January 3rd in South Korea, a 52-year-old woman was taking a nap on the floor when her Roomba attacked her. She had to call paramedics. It is known as a what do we have here? The incident of the woman is being withheld, obviously. I mean, could you imagine calling 911? My vacuum cleaner's attacking me.
Oh, I can see the internet memes now.
Oh, yes. Apparently, the vacuum ran for 1 minute, sucking her hair up. It took 2 paramedics to unleash the Roomba from her head. And it does say that she did lose multiple strands of hair as well.
Oh my.
Beware,
multiple.
people. Just freaking classic.
The uprising is near, people.
It really is. Skynet's next.
Skynet is in your Roomba.
Yes.
You heard it here first, folks.
Amen. There you go. So, hey, another little tidbit here of non-irrelevant news. I got my first drone.
Oh,
yeah.
was it a quadcopter or was it a drone?
It's a quadcopter. I got the
There we go.
UFO from Amazon for like $70 with a remote.
Very cool.
It definitely takes a beating, dude. I've ran this thing into so many walls. It is unbelievable.
Good stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm really happy. I'm flying in my garage, and please tell me if this is a good strategy.
Okay.
So if I learn how to control something in a smaller environment, like a garage or a room,
Yep.
when I get outside, it would be a whole lot easier to fly. Is that really a good approach?
Yes.
Awesome. Yes.
So I can even simplify that even further. So when I learned to fly, I flew RC helicopters for years. And initially learning to fly RC, of being the nerd I am, went online trying to find a better way. I'm used to fixed wing aircraft that I've flown all my life. Helis and quads are a whole different ball game because they don't always face forward. I found this amazing tutorial site where they said mark off 12 inches by 12 inches on the floor with masking tape. And just make a box on the floor in your garage or wherever, and you stay within that box. And you hover within that box. If you go outside of the box, you shut the thing off, you walk over, and you set it back in the middle of that box. And I did that, and it was the best thing I ever did because it's so easy to try and get back in, and you don't learn anything from that.
Yeah.
What you learn from is maintaining it, and if you fail, well, you start over and relearn how to maintain it, not how to try and correct for stupid.
So let me ask you, and moving forward from a cheap, drone, one thing that I see is when I hit the acceleration or the left stick, and I give it some juice, if you would, like you'll rise up and then you'll come back down. And it's like I find myself like playing a little dance with like the stick to keep it like 4 feet. Are the more expensive drones and controllers like that?
No, they're not anything like that.
Okay, so it's like extra practice.
It is.
That's awesome.
If you can fly a cheap, like I did the same with helis and my little Hubsan quad. If you can learn to fly one of those, they're better than they were a few years ago, but they suck. They're hard to fly. If you move into a commercial grade or like not commercial grade, a proper RC, either quad or heli, you would not believe the difference. My $2,000 RC electric heli, I had a Align T-Rex 600. That thing, take it off the ground, and it had no stabilization. It would sit there like a rock. And now with all the stabilization systems on quads, yeah, they're night and day. If you can fly a little toy, you move into the big stuff, and it's so much easier.
Oh, nice. Now I have something to look forward to. So I'll draw the box in the garage and keep in the box. Hey, by the way, your Rock Miner Arbok.
Yep.
There is a hack out there, hardware hack, for all you guys that have those little Arboks. There's actually a resistor. It's an SMD resistor that you can pull the initial resistor off and put on a 5K resistor, and it will actually give you like another 200 mega hash a second.
Okay.
And obviously you go in, you would change the frequency as well, but it will allow you to run the RBOC at, much higher speeds without burning it. Which, obviously is very easy to do with mods, but it's a well-documented mod. I've done it to 4 or 5 of them myself when I had them.
Yeah.
And I never had a problem. I ran them off Raspberry Pi with Minra. Are you using Minra at all?
No, CG Miner, I think.
Oh man, if anyone out there is looking for just a beautifully well done front end, Minra is awesome. It runs BF Miner, CG Miner. It gives you all kinds of stats. It runs natively in Raspberry Pi, and the interface is absolutely just beautiful. Whoever designed this thing just went over the top with its charts and interfaces. Very, very cool app.
Cool.
Yeah, man. So there's your Bitcoin tip for today.
No, if you don't mind, either if you have the links to that or anything, just shoot it to me, either the G Plus community or the forum or whatever. And because I'm not gonna ditch, like, I have this RBox miner. I'm not gonna throw it away. It's a fun project. We're gonna see where it goes. But if we can push it to the limit or closer to the limit,
yeah.
Why not?
You're like, my miner has 6th gear.
The thing was obsolete a year ago anyway, so
yeah,
why not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll post that up to you. They also have a Android and iPhone app.
Very cool.
You can actually restart your miner from afar, and it's free. It's called Mobile Miner. So yeah, I'll post that up. Anyone out there that's struggling with the CLI and picking your frequencies and optimizing your miner, this kind of does it all for you in just an awesome interface.
Very cool.
Yeah. So
appreciate that, man. Sir.
Well, I don't want to hog up too much more time. At least we're all informed now about the first AI attack known to man.
Beware the Roomba, people.
Dun, dun, dun. Have a good night, sir.
Cheers. Bye. Very good, guys. Beware the Roomba. You will call 911 to get your hair out of the Roomba. All right, what have we got going on in the chat, guys? Oh, let's see. Lots of AI. Resistance is futile and such things. Oh, so funny, guys. What else we got? Jeff's out. Great chat tonight. Keep your stick on the ice, boys. Cheers, Jeff. And all right, guys. Skype lines are still open, guys. I'm going to stick around a little bit longer. Feel free to call in if you so choose. Hopefully it will notify me. I did get another contact request. So if you would like to call in, please do. Pretty sure it's a sir. Let's see what we got. So I was saying the USB microscope. You haven't seen it on my channel at all, but here is the one that I use. That's the one I showed you for 17 bucks Canadian, guys. If you're into doing electronics work at all, you can't fail with one of these. For under 20 bucks, they are worth every cent. And what I used to use was one of the big magnifying glass lights. I broke it. So now all I have is the little tiny magnifying glass on my third hand tool. I've been using this for many months now for SMD soldering and even some just standard soldering. I have this plugged in and have my laptop off to the side showing me the live video. The live video does lag a little bit as it does with a webcam, so it takes a little bit of getting used to. So handy, guys. Even just for getting the part numbers off of chips, this is so much easier. I can't advocate for these enough for the $20. It has, I think, 8 LEDs in it. Yeah, 8 LEDs inside the end of it, and they're adjustable intensity on the cord. For under $20, you can't fail with one of these if you're doing any soldering or small electronics work. Guys, that's my tech tip of the week. Grab one of those. You won't be disappointed. All right, let's see what we got left. See what's going on in the chat. We're gonna wind it down here soon, guys. If you're gonna call in on Skype, please go ahead. And let's see where we're at. I missed a whole bunch of chat stuff, but we'll just skip to the end here. Glitch says, also, what about all the quads that have GPS and drift and run into their operators? They all can't fly. Yeah, very true. And we've got a Skype call. G'day, g'day. Actually, we've got a second Skype call. Alex, hang tight. Call back in a minute.
Hey, Eric, how's it going?
Hey, Jay, how's it going?
How's everything, man?
Yeah, good. You beat Alex by like 2 seconds.
No.
How's things tonight, sir?
I was laughing at the Roomba one. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna add him into the group call here. How about that? We'll get Alex in as a 3-way call here. Can we manage that tonight, guys?
Yep, all good.
Excellent. Alex, you're in on a conference call here now. We've got Jay, Alex, and myself. And sorry, Alex, you need to mute your YouTube feed and just use the Skype feed, buddy.
I don't know if he's there.
There we go. Go ahead, Jay.
Anyhow, I just broke my 125 I2C connection off my Arduinos.
Good stuff. How'd that go?
No, I crashed it.
Well, that sounds like a good day.
Well, that was my thing to see how many I2Cs can I actually, how many Arduinos I can actually connect together through I2C. And the max is I got 124 before I crashed it, after 125.
Oops.
Hello?
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I thought I got disconnected there.
No, you're here.
But anyway, 124 is the maximum can set off on the Arduino so far I found out.
Okay.
Well, remember that was my project, was how many Arduinos can I connect together through I2C. I got 124 of them to connect together and talk to each other.
My question is, where did you get 124 Arduinos?
Well, I went to this guy on eBay. He was closing his eBay page out, his eBay store. So I bought them all for about $1 a piece.
Okay.
So I bought all of them that he had. He had 130 of them.
Good stuff.
But anyway, that was the thing. Oh, the other thing is I wanted to know if you or anybody else got started with the Arduino VGA stuff yet.
The Arduino which?
Arduino VGA, where you can actually display Arduino information on a VGA monitor.
Actually, that's funny. I was just looking at the TV out library last night for doing VGA output from the Arduino. And I thought it would be fun for me to give that a try sometime.
I have tried that, actually. I do have one hooked up to my TV. I have a chat one there that I actually monitor.
Okay.
I have a chat server, actually, I build. I watch it on there every night. I have about 3 or 4 people on there just to test it out and play with it, and it actually comes out great. You'll probably have some really great fun on it.
I'll have to give it a try. I was going to do it as an upcoming video. I have a whole bunch of RCA connectors kicking around. I thought, geez, that'd be fun to hook that up to. I have one of those automotive monitors that I used to use for my Raspberry Pi. It only has VGA input, and I thought, geez, that'd be neat to give that a try with the Arduino. Why not? It's a screen that I have anyway. So
most definitely, yeah. The VGA one is based off the TV out. The coding is similar to it. It's somebody who created it also created the VGA one version of it as well.
Okay.
It's just basically an LCD monitor with RGB on it. that it's only 6 wires basically that hooks to your Arduino. That's it.
Okay.
The only problem with that is that the RGB hooks up to the TX connection.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Well, that kind of...
So
that's all right. You can do software serial and still keep your serial.
Yeah, the only thing is when you update the sketch, it loses its sync, and it takes about 10 seconds or a little less than 10 seconds to resync it back.
But that's only when you program it, though, right?
Yeah, that's the only for the programming. So if you got to update it or something, you lose it. It's not a bad thing.
I'll have to give that a try. It sounds interesting. It's funny timing that you mentioned that, because I just looked at the TV Out library last night, and I thought, geez, that'd be fun to give it a try. I don't really know what I'd use it for, but I know I have a spare monitor. Instead of buying another larger TFT, I thought, hey, let's give it a try.
Yeah, actually, what I first used it for, the TV Out one, was I used it as the serial monitor from the Arduino. Instead of using a serial monitor to read, I just put it on the TV to look at it better.
Okay.
And it actually came out pretty good. So, then I just moved up and I got a chat monitoring on it, just looking for chat stuff.
Very cool. Hey, we still got Alex in a call with us here.
Sorry.
Alex, you've been really, really quiet and patient. Say hi to everyone if you like.
Hi, I was wondering, are you planning to do any more Arduino videos with RC or FPV?
Yes, several actually. The big one that I have upcoming soon, the failsafe that I'm going to be using, a 3.3 volt Arduino Pro Mini for to engage my return to home on the plane if I lose contact. And then I'm also going to expand that to potentially a parachute recovery system for my RC, run by Arduino. And then from there, I don't know. That's kind of the plan.
So for your flight controller, are you thinking of using APM, or what do you have in plan?
For the flight control that I have is just the Cyclops Tornado, and the receiver that I'm running it by is just an FR Sky receiver system. I'm not going to be doing anything fancy with telemetry or APM or anything, so it's pretty basic stuff. That's why I'm using the Arduino as the backup.
Are you going to use the RSSI feed on the Cyclops, on the Free Sky, to relay that to the Cyclops Tornado to do RTL and the parachute?
I was going to try that, and I've decided, so the RSSI is really not reliable with mine is actually the FL Sky, not the FR Sky, my bad. The RSSI pin that you can find there is extremely unreliable, so what I'm using is the LED indicator of link lock with the transmitter instead, and just using an analog read on the Arduino to see that.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Well, it looks like my browser just crashed, so I lost the live feed.
Uh-oh.
It's been doing it 3 times tonight already. But anyway, I just wanted to say hello to everybody and, see what's going on in the community and stuff like that. Oh, I did finally manage to get the videos done on the last project we were talking about. I just have to post it to the community page, the Make community page, probably tomorrow.
Okay, good
I forgot.
stuff.
Honestly, I forgot what it was because I did 4 videos already.
Gotcha.
That's what happens when time flies.
It does that.
Oh,
Alrighty,
that's
guys.
about it. Have a good one.
Good talking to you.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers, Alex. All right, guys. That was a good Skype call. Guys, if you don't mind, if you guys are still watching and enjoyed it to this point, please consider hitting the thumbs up button down below. It really helps out the video, guys. Looks like David's gone or going. He says, gotta go, guys. It's 1:15 a.m. Can't tell my boss I'm late in the morning because Eric's Tech Talk ran over. Sorry, David. Glad you could stick around. I'm surprised you're still here. Or were still here moments ago. Glitch says, I've got some more quadcopter RC plane multi-Wii videos coming up, waiting for a new LiPo and a 1000 kV motor and a 4-in-1 ESC to show up for my quad. Awesome. And Tick said good night. Awesome, guys. I think we're going to wind it down here. We're 20 minutes over. That was a really good cast. This is the highlight of my week, the live cast with you guys. Really had a lot of fun tonight. Lots of good conversation, a lot of help in the chat. Guys, I wish the chat would stick around after as comments because I know there was a lot of valuable information shared. Funny as hell stuff too, but they don't stick around, I'm afraid. So, all right, guys. I'm going to shut it down here. Good luck with all your projects. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all your support, guys. Without you, the community wouldn't be a community. This channel, this group we've got going just wouldn't be what it is without this core group of people out there and all of the information you provide and share. Really appreciate it, guys. I truly enjoy it. Remember, if I'm not subscribed to your channel and you think I should be, please send me a message and I will have a look at your channel. We are gonna rock out here. Roydroid said, Eric, if you want to save chat, you could put it into the video itself. That's actually a really good idea. Actually, that is a really great idea. I should set something. I wish we could break the chat out, but that's a fantastic idea. I'm going to talk to Steven about that. See if we can break out a feed and put it in there, because that would be really handy. It's one of the things that's missing from the YouTube cast. So very, very cool, guys. Good luck in all your projects, electronics, ventures, and everything thereabouts and there alike. Have a great week, guys. We'll be seeing you through the week. Some videos coming up. And please remember, comment, like, subscribe. Cheers, guys.